minutes.
Has 3 minutes to get here.
Stop that.
Yeah.
o'clock. You guys ready? Good evening. We want to welcome everyone, both here and virtually, to our East Providence School Committee inauguration. As we are blessed with a new year, a new term for the school committee, we are filled with a great sense of hope. A hope that begins with each of you. And we will begin our evening with the posting of colors with the East Providence Police Department Honor Guard. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Thank you, Honor Guard. Please be seated. We now declare tonight's inauguration, and we'll start things with the superintendent's message, and that is Superintendent Catherine Crowley.
Thank you, Samantha. Greetings and welcome to our new school committee members, Jenny Azanero and Max Brando, and to our returning school committee members, Charles Chonis, Jessica Beauchesne, and Joel Montero. And a big thank you to Samantha Burnett, who organized this for us this evening. Thank you, Sam. I really appreciate it very much. I would like, as a representative of the administration and staff of the East Providence Public Schools, to thank you for taking on the challenging position of school committee membership. Overseeing a school district is a complex undertaking under the best of circumstances. And as we all know, these are not the best of circumstances, which is why I'm coming to you virtually this evening, much to my regret. However, we are looking to the future. The children of East Providence deserve the best education that we can provide for them. The world will not require less of them because their education was impacted by a pandemic. We collectively must do all in our power to prepare our children for futures that we can only imagine. One bright spot is the East Providence educators, who have done a remarkable job in adapting to situations no one had ever envisioned or been prepared for. They have been wonderful, and I know that you will continue to give them the support that they need. Another bright spot on the horizon is the new building, which will soon house the East Providence High School. The administration and staff have been working diligently to create a truly 21st century learning experience for our students as we integrate our academic and our career and technical programs to increase the potential of both. At the same time, we are working to prepare all of our students with the knowledge and skills required to be successful in our new high school. As we work our way through the end of this pandemic, and I do hope it will end soon, we have our focus 2, 3, and 5 years into the future. We, again, as I represent the administration and staff of the district, look forward to working with you to make the East Providence schools the best they can possibly be. Good luck to you all. Stay healthy, and again, thank you for running for this very prestigious office. And remember, Townie pride never sleeps. Congratulations to everyone.
Superintendent, thank you for those words. And now we'll hear a mayor's message from the Honorable Roberto L. De Silva.
Thank you. Thank you, Samantha Burnett, Madam Clerk, for helping to organize and plan this evening's events. Thank you, Superintendent, for your leadership with our school department. I'd first like to start off by saying that I'm sorry I can't be there in person. Unfortunately, we're all dealing with restrictions, and we have not been unimpacted by it. Our office has had positive cases and we've had to quarantine because of that. But it gives me great comfort knowing that this school department, this leadership team has done an incredible job protecting our students, our families, and today's inauguration, taking all the steps necessary to make sure that everyone's safe. First off, I'd like to thank all of you for your commitment to serve our community, our families, and most importantly, your commitment to our students. I'd like to thank Charlie Jonas, Joel Montero, and Jessica Bouchain for choosing to return to offer their experience and leadership to our school department. It's because of your leadership, because of your willingness to serve our community that we are on the verge of seeing a brand new state-of-the-art high school being completed. I also want to thank Max Brandel and Jenny Azanero for stepping up and choosing to also represent our community as new members of the school committee. It truly is, as the superintendent said, a prestigious office, probably more so than the mayor's office, because you are impacting our youth, our future, our children. Your decisions have real consequences. I know each of you provide a unique perspective on how to support our students and their families and better our schools, especially during this unprecedented time. Well, we are a community of thinkers, innovators, and doers. It was the same community that came together with 78% in favor of financing the construction of a new state-of-the-art high school. And once again, I mentioned it earlier, thanks to the leadership of Joel Montero, Councilman Nate Cahoon, and the other members of the school committee who advocated for and continue to serve on the building committee to ensure that this building is built on time and under budget. This is going to be a high school that we're all going to be proud of. Driving by it now on Pawtucket Avenue, I'm amazed at how it's coming along. A high school that will provide future generations with skills and knowledge and the knowledge needed to compete. A high school that will be completed on time and under budget. And all these wonderful things are happening. And then all of a sudden, a pandemic hit us. Nobody expected it. March 11th, 2019, we declared a worldwide pandemic. I'll never forget that date because that's my birthday. But despite the pandemic, we've persevered. We came together to provide support in the form of food, mental health, and education, and found ways to traverse through the many challenges brought on by this pandemic. Our school administration, with the leadership of the school committee and our wonderful superintendent, led the state on distance learning and was the first to offer in-school COVID-19 contact tracing. It's because of that leadership of the elected officials and the school administration that we've been on the forefront of this pandemic. I know that this committee, the city council, the school administration, and my administration together will continue to navigate through these uncertain times for the betterment of our students' future and our community at large. In order to do this successfully, we will remain committed to our families and finding solutions that benefit all of East Providence residents. Each of you brings something new, something valuable to the table, and will make an impact on our students today and for many years to come. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you, Mayor De Silva. The next item is the oath of engagement to the school committee-elect. And the oath of engagement tonight will be by the Honorable Maria Farrow-Deaton. She is our East Providence probate court judge. She also is a proud product of the East Providence school system, from elementary, middle school to high school. And very happy to announce that she was also a candidate this year for Superior Court judgeship. So definitely a wonderful example of county pride. So without further ado, Judge Maria Farrow-Deaton.
Thank you, Sam. I'm so honored to be here today. I'm so excited. At least I know some of you. So I thank you for thinking of me and allowing me to do this. It's my pleasure and my honor. If the elected members could please stand up. And raise your right hands, please. Do you elected members of the school committee solemnly swear that you will be true and faithful to the state of Rhode Island and support the laws and constitution thereof, the Constitution of the United States, the charter and ordinances of the city of East Providence, and you will well and truly execute the office as a school committee member for the city of East Providence for the ensuing term of 2 years for which you have been elected, or until another engaged in your place, or until you are legally discharged therefrom. So help you God? I think everyone answered affirmatively, so congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. That is essentially the end of our inauguration. I want to say congratulations to the new members, and for the returning members, thank you for your continued commitment.
May I interrupt?
Oh, absolutely.
Just as a show, I know, right? It wouldn't be me. No, but as a show of appreciation, Superintendent did have something for you.
But okay, yeah. I mean, I'll start, yeah.
Just a little something.
That is so nice, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Superintendent. Thank you, school committee. We have a wonderful school committee here, and as the city clerk of East Providence, I just have to say it's definitely a proud day for all of us to see you sitting in the seats that you're in tonight. So as a resident, as a homeowner, as a city clerk, and as a parent of students in the East Providence school system, I feel like we're in very good hands, and I thank you for your leadership.
Samantha,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
just like the school committee, there was a little gift for each one of you at your seat. I can't see you from my perspective, but I hope you received your red sweatshirts, and that's from the school department as well. We'll hope you wear them proudly at our events. So thank you again for running for office. We appreciate it. Thank you. Samantha.
That's very nice. I was coveting the sweatshirts, honestly. But thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you, everybody who is tuning in virtually. Please stay safe. God bless, and have a good night. Thank you. Thank you.
If anyone needs a different size, let me know. I have no sound. I have no sound.
Okay,
Ben,
now that I am unmuted, good evening, Happy New Year. Thank you all for coming. I would thank you for coming to one of our shorter meetings. Our meetings usually last much longer than this one will. I want to thank the city, Mayor De Silva, City Clerk Samantha Burnett for putting this all together. I want to thank the Honorable Judge Maria Ferro Deaton, a townie who administered the oath of engagement to us. I would like to recognize the council president of the city council, the Honorable Robert Brito, for being here this evening, and councilman from the 4th Ward, Ricardo Morado. Thank you also for attending and taking the time to being here. As we have our short agenda, let's get right to it. I'd like to open it up for the election of school committee officers. First for chair, the floor is open for nominations. Is there a nomination for chair? Is there a second? I'll second that. Hearing no other nominations, all in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations, Mr. Montero.
Thank you, Mr. Jonas. Thank you, members. I appreciate the support and the confidence and the trust, and I look forward to working and being a good chair for the committee. So from there,
Would you like to take over the meeting from here?
I will gladly do so. Thank you very much. The next item on the agenda is the election of vice chair for the school committee. So is there a nomination for that seat?
I'd like to make a motion to nominate Jessica O'Shane for vice chair.
So we have a nomination from Mr. Brandel for Jessica Beauchene. Do we have a second?
Motion made and seconded. Because I can't hear much.
Oh, I didn't know if you had, so we're looking for a second. I don't know if anyone had seconded.
I'll second.
So second by Mr. Jonas. For the folks at home, the sound is a challenge. We're working through this. So we have a second, and we will take a vote. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. So passes. Congratulations, Ms. Beauchene. And the last item on the docket is a vote for position of clerk for the East Providence School Committee. Is there a nomination? If
I'd
um,
like to nominate Max Brandel.
so we have a nomination from Ms. Azanero for Max Brandel for clerk. We have a second by Mr. Jonas. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Congratulations, Mr. Brandel. And congratulations again to the school committee. And I'm looking forward to a very successful term of working with very dedicated members here. And I know it's not on the agenda, but I'll break the rules a little bit. What I would like to do in light of the pandemic that we've just gone through and the lack of opportunity to speak with our constituents if it pleases the school committee, I would like for each member to, if they choose so, to take a moment to maybe express a few thoughts or words to those that elected them into office. And yes, please.
I can't hear.
Okay. Thank you, Ben. So if, I think in simple order, I don't know, if Mr. Jonas, if we work in order of wards 1 through 4, I had suggested if you'd like to say a few words to your Ward 1 constituents that you haven't been able to see since Election Day.
Well, there's been plenty of communication, even though we have not seen each other. There's been lots of good communication. And I think it's a difficult time for everyone. I think one of the best things that the superintendent did is that we gave our parents throughout the city the choice for in-person or distance learning based on staffing availability. And I think the fact that the choice was given to the parents was extremely important. So I wanted to say that. I am humbled by the turnout in Ward 1, by the voters re-electing me by a wide margin. I'm very grateful for that, and I will continue to do my best to serve my constituency and make myself accessible as possible, COVID or no COVID. So briefly, thank you very much, Ward 1. Thank you for people throughout the city, because I do get emails and communications throughout the city. So I am very grateful for that support. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Brandel?
Yeah, I'd just like to say that I just am really so grateful for Ward 2 for choosing to elect me. I think this is just such an incredible opportunity. It's still so surreal to me. I still can barely even believe that I'm sitting here right now. So that's just really humbling. And I think that just as being a recent student and graduate of East Providence High School, that gives me a sort of unique perspective that I think is going to be a great asset to the school committee. So I definitely look forward to working with everybody here, as well as being an active listener to my constituents and hearing what their thoughts are, as well as overseeing the completion of the new East Providence High School. So I look forward to all of this, and it's just such an incredible thing to be here. So thank you, everybody.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Azanaro?
Good evening. I'd like to thank everyone in Ward 3 for electing me for this amazing opportunity. I feel incredibly humbled, and thank you to my family and friends that have gotten me here to this point today. I couldn't have done this without you. So thank you very, very much again.
Thank you. Yeah. Mr. O'Shea?
Muted?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Well, thanks for not giving me a heads up on this one. I just, I'm very humbled to be able to sit up here again. And I would like to thank my family first and foremost, because this is not an easy job. It has never been easy for me to be sitting up here. I am ready to get back to work. I'm ready to, I do also agree about the high school, but I'm also, let's get back to the education for these kids and what's most important. And that's why I continue to run for Ward 4. And Ricardo, thank you for being here tonight. Much appreciated. Thank you, family, also for being here tonight during a pandemic. Much appreciated. My process going forward is going to be education and getting our students what they deserve and what they need. So thank you. And thank you, Joe, for giving this opportunity.
Sure. No, thank you. And I want to absolutely thank the voters of the city of East Providence for allowing me to serve them for another term. You know, just like the other members that I sit with, it's something that we take on unselfishly when we do it properly, and the results speak for themselves. And I'm very proud of the group that I will be serving with for this term. I'm looking forward to it. I think we will represent the city of East Providence, the school district of East Providence very well, and continue us on that path to be the leader in the state of Rhode Island for education, public and or private. I say that proudly and with full commitment. So again, thank you to my family. I think, you know, Jessica, you hit the nail on the head. You know, the sacrifices start at home, and I'm very grateful to my wife and my 2 children who are now of age where they can go off on their own and not have to listen to a lot of this stuff. So much appreciation. It's not a simple decision to make when you run for your first term, never mind, you know, your second, third, fourth, or fifth. So again, I thank them. I thank my supporters, and I will serve you well. So with that,
Oh, can I just?
yes.
With that, I just want to thank, I requested this to be in person, whether or not at the time was the right decision. I do believe it is. I just want to thank the IT department, Samantha again, and our facilities department for doing this, because this was not an easy task for them to do, to be able to put this on. And I appreciate it. I feel as though my first term when I ran and I got put up here, it was a good feeling, and I didn't want to take that away from you guys, because I think it's a, you know, it's a great feeling to be up here. So
Yeah, no, good,
thank you, everybody who did this.
good save on that. Very
Yeah.
good point.
Yeah.
Is there anything else from the committee? No? So with that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make
So
that move.
The-
I'll second.
So moved by Mr. Jonas, second by Ms. Bouchane. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Meeting's adjourned. Thank you, folks.